From road infrastructure to the housing sector, this time the Lagos State Mortgage Board has presented exit certificates to the third batch of allottees who have completed their 10-year payment. The General Manager of the State Mortgage Board, Mr. Bayowa Forsyth, who presented the exit certificates to over 100 allottees, says over 1 million residents have benefited from the mortgage and rent-to-own schemes, and more housing schemes will be delivered to the people of Lagos.
And I would like to invite one of the finalists.
Another set of beneficiaries of the Lagos Homes Initiative converge on Neka House Alausa Ikeja to receive their exit certificates after 10 years of successful payment of their rent-to-own apartments. These lucky ones are among the 4 set of people who took advantage of the Lagos State Housing Scheme, which kicked off in 2015.
I started this journey in 2016, a classroom teacher. I walked into the fourth, please, I hope that thing is recording, brother. This is for history. I walked into the photocopy room, walked in that day, and I saw a driver and our IT guy looking at this form saying, she kini iwa legit cha. And I don't really understand Yoruba like that as at that time. So I took the form and I looked at it, Lagos Homes, housing, everything. I did not go to work the next day. I came to their office and I met this wonderful lady, Madam Kemi. I met her and I was talking today on my way here. I was telling someone on the phone, I said, this is the easiest thing I have done my whole life. I've always wanted to own a property, but I've always thought about Omonile. How would you build? How would you do this? How would you do that? I walked into the office, I walked in with a folder, asked questions. I did not spend 45 minutes here that day. She just said, oh, go to GT Bank, this, that. The first amount I paid was 70K, and I was given my key.
We thank God for Lagos State, for this opportunity He has given unto us, that they have not disappointed us, likewise we have not disappointed them. And we pray that more of this will come up. Because many people have been asking us, how do you do it? How do you do it? I said, it is God and it's opportunity. When you have any opportunity, it's easy for you to grab. Because I can remember that fateful day. It's the governor that called me. I was in the office. I went there, are you Mr. Demoshun, Olushola Patience? I said, yes. He said, congratulations, you just won something. I said, you read a song, Jacko, on the phone for me. He said, no. I'm speaking with this. I said, Excellency will be calling me. He said, do I have any TV, something? I said, yes. I now went to one of my friend's office, our director's office. I saw him talking. It was echoing. I now screamed. Everybody was. I said, well, Mr. Demoshuna, what's up? I said, I just won the Lagos home ticket.
The Lagos Building Investment Company, who has also been part of the journey for over a decade, encouraged the homeowners to take advantage of other housing schemes available.
I imagine the joy of owning a property that you would not have to pay rent on anymore, right? And I am sure that you can now go on to acquire the next set of, latch on to the next set of opportunities for this. This has ended. It doesn't have to end here. You can go on and start a new process. Is that right, GM? They can start a new one. So, by all means, please don't rest on your oars. Go on and, having realized that this is a possibility, spread the good news and also endeavor to start a new one. With all that said, I wish to heartily congratulate you. This is a major milestone in life. I wish you more milestones in life.
The General Manager of the Lagos State Mortgage Board, Mr. Bayowa Forsyth, who is in charge of the state rent-to-own home ownership mortgage scheme, says these are the third set of people receiving exit certificates. He applauded the homeowners for being consistent with their payments.
The mission of Lagos State government is to reduce the housing deficit by providing affordable homes for Lagos residents. And the Lagos State Mortgage Board is saddled with that responsibility of allocation of these homes. So far, As my public affairs officer had said earlier on, over 20,000 residents of Lagos State have benefited from our mortgage and rent-to-own schemes. This cut across different ages, sex, professions, employed, self-employed, and various tribes. No discrimination and no bias. The homes were allocated based on meeting the criteria, which is the debt-to-income ratio. Undoubtedly, this policy was born out of great insight, far-sightedness, foresightedness as well, a deep sense of responsibility of governance, being one of the pillars of the present administration's Teams Plus agenda, as well as the driving force for every administration in the state since 1999. The new homeowners that we celebrate today, and that is you, of course, are the third set of beneficiaries of the 10-year mortgage term with a single-digit interest rate. The scheme is a social housing scheme. It is an enabling policy that has helped in reducing the global trend of housing deficit in our dear state. It is a life-changing policy that has made homeownership in Lagos State possible for the unlikely. Life-changing in the sense that, as at the time you bought this property, I think at that time we sold as minimum as 1.5 million for the room and parlor, 15,000 naira per month. I don't think you can get any property, even if you go as far as we're in the southwest, probably Ekiti or anywhere, you can't get it. Talk less of cosmopolitan Lagos. You know, so the equity on this property has given you economical value.
110 allottees from Ilupeju scheme, Shogoro, Choice Gardens Agbowa, Ojokoro, and Shotonwa scheme in Igbogbo Ikorodu all received their exit certificates, making them bona fide owners of their property.
Mr. Akijobi Oladimeji.
In addition, 100 allottees also received their redemption certificates after meeting the 6 years policy of voluntary payments to the state government.